Hello, this is Daryl Wicker. We're about to do the Fatherhood series, Volume 1, Episode 5, Goals, Vision, and Persistence. I'm up here at the dam at Alum Creek. We said we were going to go from here to the way up there. Let me see if I can put my finger right up there. It's about 300 yards that way and 110 feet up. So I've set a goal to do that. I've also made some plans for it, but in my plans, I forgot that the distance from here to the bottom of the stairs is longer than I thought. So that was part of my plan that I didn't get right. So I'm gonna have to plan that out. I did bring a towel because I know I'm gonna sweat. I dressed in dress shoes and I put on tennis shoes. There's Seth's tennis shoes because I couldn't find my tennis shoes, and I got them just in case something goes wrong. So Seth can come get me in his shoes. So he'll want to come get me if something goes wrong. But what today is about is having a vision. I had a vision for this broadcast a few days ago to do goals and persistence, and I thought, you know what? Here's a good object lesson. I'll walk up to the dam and I'll climb those stairs. I set a goal to do it, and I'm going to persist. Now, I'm out of shape, so I'm probably going to be very sweaty at the end of this, and I'm going to be very tired. Give up, and I'm not going to let the size of the thing wear me out. So here we go. 8 minutes, and let's take a walk. We're going down. So the goal is to get there, to get to the top. You know, as I look at it and I think about how long a walk this is, and the fact that I haven't walked up here in, I don't know, about a year, I want to go do it because I think it'll teach you a lesson about goals and persistence. I love object lessons. Jesus taught with parables, so I'm going to teach with anything that I can. And one of the things that has changed my life was setting goals. I got my hand in front of it. Every time I set a goal and say I'm going to do something, and then I persist and press on and make plans, I get there. Because I set it and say I'm going. So I have my self-speak has to say it's possible. My will has to say I'm going to. And then my brain, I got to sit down and make a plan. So my discipline says make a plan and make it happen. So my plan in my mind did not consider this distance that I'm walking right now. All I thought about was being up there at the base of the stairs and then climbing the stairs. Now, mind you, this is a heavy climb for me because I'm out of sight. So it's a beautiful dam. So I didn't really plan for that. Now that I'm not going to give up because I didn't plan for it. I just modify and make sure it's going to happen. Now as I'm walking here, I'm starting to get winded a little bit, but I'm not going to give up. I'm thinking about how high up those stairs are, and if I really pay attention to that and think about that, it might make me want to give up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one step at a time. I'm going to just keep stepping. 1, 2, and I'm not going to say, oh, it's 1,000,000 steps or it's 1,000 steps. That could overwhelm me. But I can take one step and keep moving. And remember that my goal is up there. I'm not going to be overwhelmed by it. I'm just going to get there one step at a time. Here's the thing about visualizing. And I don't know if I talked too much about this or if I'm going to later on, but we're going to get there and talk about that. You visualize because when you see it in your mind first, that makes sure you get there. Because if you can see it, you can do it. If you can make a plan for it because you made a path in your mind, then you'll have the chutzpah to get up and go do it. Now, sometimes your emotions will betray you because you won't feel like getting up and making it happen. So here we are. I'm at the base of the stairs, huffing and puffing a little bit, trying to be clear-minded while I'm doing this because Lord knows I got plenty of oxygen coming in now. But I can do one step at a time until I get there to the top. I can do what I can do right now. I don't know what I'm going to do 5 minutes from now. What if I trip and fall on the way up? Is that going to make me stop and go back down? I might want to. It really depends on how tired I am. What if I make a mistake in the middle of my plan or I'm trying to get somewhere and I keep running into these obstacles and I can't get it done? Should I give up? No. You know where you're going. I'm going up there. Am I worried that I might drop my phone on the rocks? Maybe. Or down this pit? Or what if I get up there and drop my phone in the water? I could worry about these things, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be careful when I get there and make sure I don't drop my phone in the water while I'm talking to you. So here we go. One step at a time. One step at a time. And I'm not gonna go too fast because I know I'm out of shape. So I'm not gonna get impatient and try to get it. Oh man. Whew, how many steps was that? And I'm feeling a little tired already. I'm out of shape. You can come on. Oh, it's 116 steps one way. Now, I can take that information and go, oh, it's only 116 steps, or I can go, it's 116 steps and I'm already tired after 10. I choose to say, I'm gonna go all the way up. 116 is not too many for me. I'm gonna make it happen. So here we go, guys. I'm probably about a third of the way up. I'm not as tired as I thought I was. This is pretty cool. So, in the process, I have to keep telling myself, I can do this. I can do this. And if I really wanted to tell myself that, I could turn it into a whole other goal. I can do this 2 or 3 times because it's not as bad as I thought. So all that worrying about how hard it would be was a waste of time. You've heard the phrase, they say, worrying about something is like paying early interest on a loan that never comes due. Look at this. I'm way past halfway. This is nothing like my words. See, now that's what I'm talking about. I almost fell, but I got back up and I keep going. That's what you do when you set a goal. You persist. Now, worrying is like paying early interest on a loan that never comes due. Don't pay early interest. Don't worry. It's gonna be all right. You'll figure it out as you go. Look at this. I got like 7 steps. I'm already here. I'm winded. I fell down a little bit, but I made it. Look at the view up here. Look at that. That's all water. Now check this out. The view from the goal is way different than the view at the beginning. The things I worried about down there don't matter anymore because I'm up here. I'm not all the way at my goal, it's down there. So I'm gonna keep going. But man, the perspective is way different at the end than it is at the beginning. And that, my friend, is worth it. Now, I'm up here, and you know what? I realized something. All those weeks of dread about getting out here and exercising because it wouldn't feel good, I'm actually up here thinking I should do this more often. My mind has shifted. I mean, look at this. I'm looking down here at the... I'm looking over this. And I'm not going to drop my phone. Look at that. That's kind of sweet. I like it up here. The oxygen is flowing. I feel good. I'm feeling like I want to do this more often. I didn't imagine that was going to happen to me. I didn't imagine I'd feel like that. So what does that tell you? When you set goals and you persist and you get out there and you take your faith and you put action to it and you just go, you're going to find out things about yourself you didn't know. You're going to see things you hadn't seen before. You'll meet people you never talked to before. You know what happened when I fell on the stairs back there? She said, oh, she was concerned about me falling. I don't even know her. That's a whole other object lesson. You will meet people that will care about you even though they don't know you. And I bet if I spent any time talking to this lady and telling her what I'm doing and why I'm doing this, she'd become a fan. And she would want to be involved in anything I'm doing, especially if she has a young son, or if she has a brother, or a nephew, or a friend of a friend who needs to be encouraged. She would tell them about that because she saw me do this. And I never thought that I would run into that kind of, what do you call it? I mean, that's like another open door for me right now. This makes me want to come up here and do this kind of stuff on location everywhere because I want to share the message with young men. You can do whatever you put your mind to, visualize it, make a plan for it, and then get yourself out there and do something about it. Faith without works is dead. So what that means, I can have faith all day long that I'm going to do this object lesson from up here, But until I visualized how I was going to do it, made a preparation plan, got my orange bandana just in case I did pass out there and Seth had to come find me because I'm wearing his shoes. In case that happened, now here's the other thing. I got me some water, because guess what I'm going to need to drink? Some water. But check this out. I'm up here. I can go anywhere I want up here. I can go out there and walk over that direction. I can go down here. If I wanted to swim, which I don't, I could actually go down there and touch the water, because the view's different at the top. That's where you want to get to, guys. You want to get to the top. Make a plan, visualize how you're going to do it, prepare for it, take action. You don't have to know everything, just take one step at a time, and next thing you know, you'll be watching from the top. Thanks for watching and sharing, guys. Thanks for liking. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. And Mark, yeah, I need some new shoes. Why don't you send me some money for those shoes, Captain? I got a lot of bucks. So the other thing too, ladies, thank you for sharing this. Because you know what? Half the time these men will not watch this. It's hard to get them in front of it. But you can do that. I want to see them change just like you want to see them change. I want us to all be stronger. I want us to all be better. I want us to all be very, very powerful. And we have the Word of God. We have persistence. We have this brain that He gave us for free that can come up with creative ideas and witty ideas to do things for the kingdom and do things for Him. This is an awesome time. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for liking, and I appreciate you. Have a great day. It's better at the top. Don't forget.